What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about whether or not you should be dating single moms. Okay? I'm gonna give you guys the pros and the cons. I'll give you the information, I'll break it down to you, and you can decide from there if you'd like to move forward in that relationship or situationship, whatever the case may be. All right, so we'll start with the pros, because to be honest, it's pretty short. There's not really many, and it's pretty straightforward. The first one is that the mother or your girlfriend, whatever the person of interest, is actually a decent person, you know? And obviously there's context, like people that were married but were in abusive relationships, or, you know, husband died or something like that. That's different. But the ones that made choices when they had repeated, you know, chances to leave, repeated red flags, and they still chose to go on with this, those are the ones we're worried about. But if she's a decent person, you know, if she's really truly a decent person, and you like her, good characters, good values, morals, you know, and just decent overall human being, you know, go for it, try it out. There's no harm in trying it. And yeah, that's one pro. The second pro is you may develop a relationship with the child or the children, and it might be a great experience for you. It might be, you know, a lifelong relationship that you have with them. You might really enjoy being in their life, really enjoy teaching them and raising them, and, you know, just being a positive influence in their life, you know? And it's even better when they appreciate it and they acknowledge it, and they understand, like, you don't have to do that. You're doing it because you want to, you're doing it out of care, out of love, etc. So those are pretty much the main two pros. There's a third one, which not really kind of a pro, which is kind of even shouldn't really be dealing with this person if this is the reason. But if you don't want to raise kids and you just want somebody else to raise them, or that has experience, and just a good mother, but that's kind of why they're in that position in the first place. So if you get with them just to have them do everything and take care of the child, it's kind of weird, because that's exactly why they're in that position in the first place, more than likely in this specific scenario. But those are the pros pretty much. Not really too much, but those are potential pros. If you guys know any others or have different experiences, let me know. The cons. Con number one, pretty straightforward, is you're more than likely just gonna be used. You're gonna be used for resources, you're gonna be used for time, you're gonna be used for attention, and because you appear to be long-term potential. When women have kids, they want to make sure that their kid and them are good. You know, they're set up, they have security, they have resources they're being provided for. That's where you come in, or hopefully not, but you're just gonna be used, you know. Really, in any kind of situation, like, you're expected to do that, just in general, as a man, as a dad, as a household leader, etc. But more so in this situation, for sure, you're gonna be used. Second con is, it's such a strange one, but sometimes they have higher expectations for you as kind of pretty much a stranger and a new person in this dynamic and in their life. They'll have more expectations for you than they will the child's own father. I know it sounds strange, but it does happen. I don't know why, but they expect so much more, and they have so many more standards and expectations from you, somebody that's voluntarily choosing to be there, that does not have to be there, than, you know, the person that contributed to bringing the child in the world. It's insane, but I just want you to know that and understand, like, sometimes you'll be like, damn, like, why is all of this on me? Like, why can't, you know, they understand, like, this is a choice, you know? Even if you love the child and you care about the child or the children, at the end of the day, especially early on, it's not your responsibility. Sometimes they don't understand that, but they'll still have these expectations and this mindset and entitlement that, you know, you should be doing more than you already do. So that's number 2. Number 3, more than likely, in most cases, they would not be with you if they were not in the position that they were in. Meaning, if they were childless and single, you would not be their first option. I'll say it again. If they did not have a kid in the circumstances that they had and put themselves in, you more than likely would not have been their first choice. Kind of ties back to what I said in the beginning. They view you as a long-term option and as security. 9 times out of 10, after they finish making multiple bad decisions, having all the fun they want to do, now all of a sudden, you know, there's a change in attitude and mindset, and they'll find a different kind of guy. They want to go for a different breed of guys, okay? So just keep that in mind. So when you start, you know, after the first few months or whatever, and you don't feel like the desire is there, you don't feel like the respect is there, the reciprocation is there, this is more than likely why. Because you weren't their first choice. You weren't somebody that they probably would have naturally went for. Number 4, when the relationship ends, you not only lose the girl, you also lose the child. Yeah, so just the same way you came in, it's a 2-for-1 bundle. The same way it's gonna go out, 2 for 1 or 2 for none. You're gonna get 2 losses and you'll be left with nothing. Maybe sometimes even more than nothing. Debt, heartbrokenness, depression, emptiness, etc. Depending on, I don't know, the relationship that you have with the child, or the relationship that the mother had with the child, and the things that the mother would tell the children, they might look at you a different way. They might, think you're a monster, and you might never hear from them again after you do all the things that you did to look out for them, show you care, show you love them, etc. So keep that in mind. You don't only lose the girl, the relationship ends, but you lose the kid or kids as well. And the fifth and final con is the famous phrase is that you're not my dad, and or you're not his father, you're not her father, that the mother could say. So pretty much when it's time to provide and spend time, money, energy into the child, you're the father, you're the dad. But when it's the opposite, you're not doing those things, or maybe you are disciplining the kid or whatever, all of a sudden, all of that stuff goes out the window, You're not the dad anymore. You're not his father anymore. Don't tell him what to do. Don't tell her what to do, And that could probably really hurt some guys hearing that. Again, considering all the things that you will be doing, taking care of the child and the mother, taking care of, all of their needs, trying your best to do what you can to help them and improve their lives and, build relationships with them, etc. So if you don't want to hear those words and, keep your sanity, something to keep in mind, something to consider. You're not my dad. But anyways, that is the video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Broke down a few cons, broke down a few pros. The decision is yours now. I gave you guys all the information, and it's your decision from here. I'm out. Deuces.